Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our YouTube channel. And it is my hope and prayer that this particular video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. Maybe you could let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Ali Hassan Joho, the former governor for Mombasa and the ODM deputy party leader, is back into the country. And Hassan Joho made one big announcement that is going to lead Azimio protest, especially in Mombasa, from the front. And indeed, he was very clear that he's going to ensure that he's at the front and Raila Odinga is behind. That announcement by Ali Hassan Joho, if you ask me, is significant politically speaking. So in this video, I want us to look at the political implication of Ali Hassan Joho's return into the country. Hassan Joho was very clear that he's been out of the country on medical grounds, and that now that is fine, is going to play his role in politics. And there's something which he also stated, that the country is currently facing serious challenges because of poor leadership. How will Kenya Kwanza react to Ali Hassan Joho? In this video, I want us to look at the reasons why personally I think the return of Ali Hassan Joho should be a concern to Kenya Kwanza. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And the best way you can support the channel is by giving the video a thumbs up, dropping your comments, and also sharing the videos. And allow me to take this opportunity to thank Eric, Odede, Kinyanjui, and Rita, and Stella Maris for the coffee which I received. I want to say thank you guys so much. You can also do the same using the numbers on your screen. Now, without any further ado, let us look at Ali Hassan Joho's return. First of all, Ali Hassan Joho is supposed to be the Mombasa or the coastal kingpin. Kenya Kwanza used to rally their supporters around Ali Hassan Joho. He took a break. He's now back. Number two, Ali Hassan Joho is the deputy party leader of ODM party. If you look at the happenings currently in the country, a formation was taking shape. Eugene Wamalwa, Oparanya, Wajakoya the fifth, Martha Karua is still there. There was now the emergence of Mwangi Wairia, and of course, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So Joho is coming to compete with those gentlemen. But why do I strongly believe that the return of Joho should worry Kenya Kwanza? Number one is the Azimio demonstrations, especially in Mombasa. Mombasa has been one of Raila Odinga's strongholds. Since the demonstrations began, I think we only witnessed one demonstrations in Mombasa. Why do you think that happened? That happened because the governor for Mombasa, who was elected on ODM ticket, made a policy that for him is going to work with the government, and that he's not going to participate in demonstrations, but he's going to participate in any other activities. If Mombasa County had participated in the demonstrations earlier, this idea of branding demonstrations as a Luo affair would not have been there. Ali Hassan Joho's brand of politics made Mombasa County one of those vibrant counties which were under ODM party. The fact that ODM could hold rallies, could hold demonstrations, but nothing much was happening in Mombasa meant that there was some political vacuum in Mombasa. And Kenya Kwanza government were actually taking advantage of that. Now that Ali Hassan Joho is making a comeback and is announcing that he's going to organize to lead the demonstrations in Mombasa, rest assured that Azimio demonstrations are going to happen in Mombasa. And that's going to be a huge blow for Kenya Kwanza, who would want Kenyans to believe that the demonstrations are confined in Kibra, Mathare, and Kisumu. So the Azimio rallies will definitely happen as long as Joho is alive. in Mombasa. Number two, why they should be worried is this issue of the coastal kingpin. Who is the coastal region kingpin? Is that person Amason Kingi, who is the Speaker of the Senate? Is that person Gideon Mungaro, the Kilifi governor? Is that person Aisha Joma? Who is the coastal kingpin? Initially, two people were emerging. Actually, three. Let me just put it bluntly. Three. There was on Kenya Kwanza side, or UDA side, there was Salim Mvurya, who was actually endorsed by UDA as their leader from the coastal region. But Mvurya is not keen on that. Then there was Amason Kingi, who decided to form his own party to advance his politics. Of course, he had a few MPs here and there and ended up being the Speaker of the Senate. The truth of the matter is that he didn't really have much impact. Then there was Hassan Joho. But Hassan Joho decided to take a political Siberia after the last election. So he went underground. Of course, initially, it was believed, and this is what I was informed, that Joho went to the United States where he was supposed to go and take some leadership course. But as fate would have it, Joho was in the United States of America for some medication. So the issue of the coastal region political kingpin has been neither here nor there. Now that Joho is coming, he's coming as the ODM deputy party leader, as the leader of Azimio, the dominant party in the region, and someone who is, in quotes, the kingpin. Which means Kenya Kwanza should be worried, because with Joho, he will now be able to do two things. Number one, he will be able to provide direction. So, sometimes you can provide direction and people follow, or you can provide direction and people don't follow. But the fact that he can now provide direction and leadership, that as Azimio in the coastal region, this is the trajectory we are going to take. We are going to organize demonstrations and we are going to join. And the other fact is that Joho has the money, which means as a kingpin, he can make certain things happen. And of course, because he took time, now he's been able to understand the political dynamics, how things have changed. So that's something which should worry William Ruto. Number three is perceptual value. I've always explained here that politics is a game of perception. There is no way Mwengi Waria can make a comeback, Charity Ngilu can make a comeback. Who else has made a comeback? The former governor for Laikipia, Muridi, Nderitu Muridi, all those, there's no way they can come back to Raila Odinga if Raila Odinga was not gaining grounds. And because politics is a perceptual game, anybody would then conclude that Raila Odinga is not losing. Because initially, after the last election, we saw a lot of exodus from Azimio to Kenya Kwanza. That was the first phase. After that, we saw people withdrawing from political activities. People like Ngilu, you can count several other people who decided we are not going to join. We are going to wait and see. Then at some point, there are those who made decisions and took over some roles in government. Now that Hassan Joho and these other groups are making a comeback into Raila Odinga, it means they are going to add that perceptual value. And the question which Kenyans should be asking themselves is, why are these people joining Raila Odinga and not the government? Because it's normally easy to join the government, probably because the ground is not favorable to the current government. But maybe you might know. But the fact is, Joho's return into Azimio is going to add that perceptual value. Number four is Firebrand politics around Raila Odinga. For those who follow the politics of this country, for a long time, there were attempts to brand Raila Odinga as a statesman. In fact, Raila Odinga went into the 2022 election as a statesman. I made noise here because I personally believed that branding Raila Odinga as a statesman was a big mistake. Raila Odinga's supporters believe in firebrand politics. So the statesman politics died. And right now, those who have emerged out of these demonstrations are firebrand. You can name them. By the way, can you name for me people who have actually emerged as Firebrand during this short period of Mandamanos? Let me mention for you those I know. Babu Wino has actually emerged very strongly as a Firebrand around Raila Odinga. That's why when the bipartisan team was formed, there was a strong feeling that Babu Wino ought to have been there. Ledama Olekina has actually emerged as a strong and Firebrand politician around Raila Odinga. Lately, we've seen the rise of Mwangi wa Iria emerging just because of his Firebrand politics. Then there is the emergence of also Wajakoya the fifth around Raila Odinga as a Firebrand. Now you have that team. Then you add Ali Hassan Joho. What do you think is going to happen? That's a serious team, Firebrand team, which can be able to take this government head on. Because what the Azimio team need now is to put this government to account. They must have people who will be able to put it to task. People who cannot be easily bought. That is what Joho is bringing, and it's a big concern for Kenya Kwanza. The other concern for Kenya Kwanza is going to be the impact of Ali Hassan Joho's return on Abdul Somad Nasir, the governor for Mombasa. How is he going to relate with the government? Because let's face it, the truth of the matter is that Abdul Somad made a policy of working with the government. The other thing we can't run away from is that without Joho, probably Abdul Somad might not have been the governor for Mombasa. I'm told during the gubernatorial election, he almost lost until Joho decided to step in. So how is he going to relate with Joho? Is Joho going to advise Raila Odinga to forget about him? Or is he going to try to work very closely with Joho? Because let's face it, Abdul Somad Nasir has been missing in action because nobody has been organizing anti-government demos in Mombasa. If Joho were to succeed in organizing these demos, let's say the governor is there, he's in office, but his voters are outside there demonstrating, he would definitely join. So let us wait and see how these things are going to pan out. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.